computer implemented inventions patents in EPO and INPI Brazil. This video will show the European approach to examining computer implemented inventions and Brazilian patent office approach and compare both. We will discuss several topics such as mathematical methods for doing business, independence from claim category, any hardware approach, invention must show a technical effect, computer program can be patentable, presentation of information, user interface, storage medium claims, inventive step, added subject matter. According to Brazilian patent law, Article 10, it's not considered an invention, discoveries, scientific theories, and mathematical methods, purely abstract concepts, schemes, plans, principles, or methods of commercial, accounting, financial, educational, publishing, lottery, or physical nature, literary, architectural, artistic, and scientific works, or any aesthetic creation, computer programs per se, presentation of information, rules of game. According to European Patent Convention, Article 52, European patents shall be granted for any inventions in all fields of technology, provided that they are new, involve inventive steps, and are susceptible of industrial application. The following in particular shall not be regarded as inventions within the meaning of paragraph 1. Discoveries, scientific theories and mathematical methods, aesthetic creations, schemes, rules and methods for performing mental acts, playing games, or doing business, and programs for computers, presentations of information. Paragraph 2 shall exclude the patentability of the subject matter or activities referred to therein only to the extent to which a European patent application or European patent relates to such subject matter or activities as such. So there is a difference with Brazilian patent law, because in Brazilian patent law the term as such is applied only to the item computer programs. The reference that we use in this video will be the EPO guidelines published in 2012 and Brazilian Patent Office guidelines for computer implemented inventions published in March 2012 during a publication. This graph shows the patent applications and computer implemented inventions filed in the Brazilian Patent Office. We see that the number is growing and there is around 1,000 applications per year. In European Patent Office, the number is 5 times higher, 5,000 applications per year. But the number is not growing anymore. This is the query that we used to generate the previous graph from European patent applications using Patent Scope website at WIPO. This is the grant rate in INPI 2012. In first graph we show the grant rate at Computer and Electronics Division, using only applications that have a correspondent European patent EPB1. So if you take the patent applications in Brazil that were decided, granted or refusal, we will see that 50% of these applications will receive a patent in Brazil. So every 2 patents granted in European Patent Office, approximately 1 will be granted in Brazil. This level increases to 68% if you take all patents from Brazilian applications that have a corresponding EPB1. First off, mathematical method. A mathematical method for designing electrical filters is not patentable in European patent office. Nevertheless, filters designed according to this method would not be excluded from patentability by Article 52. Furthermore, a method of encrypting, decrypting, or signing electronic communications may be regarded as a technical method, even if it's essentially based on a mathematical method. INPI agreed. A method that solves a problem related only to mathematics fields, for example, mathematical equations to find the roots of a polynomial, is not considered an invention according to Article 10. The fact of a mathematical method to be implemented by a computer program is irrelevant to the framework of such a method. So, the same method to find the roots of polynomial, if you write a computer program to solve this problem, this solution still will be considered as a mathematical method. On the other hand, for a method implemented by a computer program involving mathematical concepts to be considered as an invention, it's necessary that such a method be connected with an application that has a technical effect. So, if you have an algorithm to encryption, this method is considered not purely mathematical, but has technical application, so it's granted. Methods for doing business. In EPO, if the claim specifies computers, computer networks, or other conventional programmable apparatus, or a program therefore, for carrying out at least some steps of the scheme, it may comprise a mix of technical and non-technical features, with the technical features directed to a computer or a comparable programming device. In this case, the claim is to be examined as the computer-implemented invention. So, you accept a mix of technical and non-technical features in the same claim. INPI agreed. The fact of a method to be implemented by a computer program is irrelevant to the framework of such a method. In Article 10, the steps of bank machine operation relative to the financial aspect of a method, for example, a method of transferring funds or a method of checking balances, are not regarded invention, even though this claim could cite a computer network. Let's take an example. This patent was granted at EPO, a method of enabling payment of bills. The method including the steps of providing a person with a bill containing information relating to a requested payment. The bill including coded data indicative of identity of the bill and of at least one reference point of the bill. Receiving in a computer system indicating data from a sensing device regarding the identity of the bill and the position of the sensing device relative to the bill. The sensing device, when placed in an operative position relative to the bill, sensing the indication data using at least some of the coded data, and identifying in the computer system and from the indicating data at least one parameter relating to the requested payment. This is the corresponding Brazilian application. The examiner cited a prior art, a Great Britain document, that shows a form that indicates its number, bar by a barcode and a magnetic ink character. When reading a utility meter, a meter reader uses a barcode reader to enter the number of the next form into a portable computer and calls up customer data and enters the meter reading. The portable computer prints the bill on the form. The customer takes the form to a bank to pay. The bank sends part of the form to the utility company where the magnetic ink characters are read to give the form number which is correlated in the main computer with the form numbers provided in association with customer identifications by the portable computer to identify the customer and credit his account. So both methods have an identification code that is used by a reader to detect what kind of bill and associate this information with customer identification. The difference between both are related to the financial aspects of the method. So we say that the contribution to the state of the art of the previous claim is related to something relative to the methods of doing business. So it's not considered as an invention according to Article 10. Independence from claim category. The examiner should disregard the claim category and concentrate on its content in order to determine whether the claim subject matter considered as a whole has a technical character. INPI agrees, notes that to assess the instance of claimed subject matter in Article 10, the claim must be considered as a whole. For patent application dealing with a computer program implemented invention, the analysis of the objects of the invention in one of the exceptions of Article 10 is independent whether the claim category deals with process or product defined only by its functionality, or product characterized by means plus function. We will analyze both these claims the same way to the effect of Article 10. Any hardware approach. According to EPO, features of the computer program itself, as well as the presence of a device defined in the claim, may potentially lend technical character to the claimed subject matter, as explained below. Any claimed subject matter defining or using technical means is an invention within the meaning of Article 52. Therefore, the mere inclusion of a computer network, readable medium carrying a program in a claim lends technical character to the claimed subject matter. INPI disagree. For patent application dealing with computer program implemented invention, the analysis of the object of the invention in one of the exceptions of Article 10 is independent, whether the claim category deals with a process or a product defined only by its functionality. It's not patentable the associated apparatus with a computer program implemented creation defined as a function, where the whole contribution to the state of the art resides in the subject matter that falls under any item of Article 10. So, to effect of analysis of Article 10, we try to identify the contribution to the state of the art. Where is that contribution? If this contribution is inside Article 10, it's forbidden, independent of the claim, if it's a method or if it's apparatus characterized by means plus function. Let's take an example. This application, Brazilian application, has a corresponding European application that was granted and Brazil was refused. This claim a data processing system having means for determining a preferred currency for association with a payment card transaction between a merchant and a payment cardholder, said means comprising means for obtaining the card number of the payment card from the cardholder, means for identifying an issuer code from said card number, means for determining the operating currency for said issuer code, means for setting the currency for association with payment card transactions as determining the operation currency for the issuer code. So we have a product claim characterized by means plus function. We will analyze this claim exactly as a method claim, and we see that even though they cite some technical features like a card is a technical feature, a code, issuer code is a technical feature. Even though they cite technical features, all these technical features is known in prior art. The examiner in the INPI cited a prior art that show all these technical features. The difference between both are the financial method, and this financial method is not considered an invention. So this whole claim was refused according to Article 10, but it was accepted in European. Invention must show a technical effect. According to EPO, while programs for computers are included among the items listed in Article 52, if the claimed subject matter has a technical character, it is not excluded from patentability by the provisions of Article 2. INPI agreed. A creation is considered invention when the resources used for the solution of the problem being solved are not in a field included in the items of Article 10. In accordance with their roles in INPI, it is required that the invention is inserted in a technical field, solves technical problems, providing a solution to such problems, and having technical effect. Thus, it is necessary that the application highlights the technical character of the problem to be solved, of the proposed solution, and of the effects achieved. Computer program can be patentable. According to EPO, if a computer program is capable of bringing about, when running a computer, a further technical effect going beyond these normal physical effects, it's not excluded from patentability. So you can accept computer programs claim in UPO. Some INPI disagree. The computer program per se is not considered an invention, and in this way is not protected by patents, because it's a mere expression of a technical solution. A set of instructions in a language, object code, source code, or structure of source code, even though creative, is not regarded invention, even though providing technical effects, such as the program is faster, but it's not patentable. This is an example, granted patent European, and the correspondent Brazilian application has, in the claim, system claim, has direct reference to the storage program means, game instructions. There are direct reference to the instructions to the program, and Brazilian Patent Office does not accept direct references to the computer program in the claim. Presentation of information. Presentation of information defined solely by the content of information is not patentable. If, however, the presentation of information has new technical features, there could be patentable subject matter in the information carrier or in the process or apparatus for presenting the information. INPI agree. An creation implemented by computer program characterized only by its informational content, such as music, text, image, is considered as presentation of information, and therefore focus on item 6 of Article 10. However, creation which present technical functionality that are not mere presentation of information may be regarded invention. Let's take an example. This application from European Patent Office was granted a display apparatus within elevator cabs or elevator waiting areas that facilitates the simultaneous display of advertising and general news information is described. Broadcast from a remote control center, advertising and general news information, updates are transmitted to and stored in a server located within a building, and then forwarded to a display memory and subsequently displayed on a monitor according to a remotely modified program schedule. The Brazilian application correspondent said that the specific programming, the manner mentioned by the application in its manifestation, is a mere presentation of information, advertising scheme, or even aesthetic creation. These aspects are not entitled to patent protection. The examiner cited a prior art that shows a display guide apparatus of elevator facilitating alteration of display format and to its display method. A display guide apparatus, according to the present invention, comprises an elevator control unit, an information producing unit, and an information display control unit. So the difference between the two documents are the content of information, because the applicant say that the difference is that in his invention he showed news in that display. He specified the content of the information that is being delivered to the display. And such content is not relevant because it's not considered aspect relevant because it's included in Article 10. This content is related to the presentation of information. So the remaining aspects of the claim was considered with no inventive step in relation to this prior art. User interface. According to EPO, features concerning the graphic design of user interface do not have a technical effect because their design is not based on technical considerations, but on general technical considerations as to which design is particularly appealing to a user. This is not a technical question. INPI agree. Creation which present technical functionalities that are not mere presentation of information may be regarded invention. The method associated with the functional aspects of the user interface that bring technical effects can be considered invention. That's an application that was granted in European Patent Office. A method and system for enabling user interaction with a computer software running in a computer system. The user is provided with a interface surface containing information relating to the computer software and including coded data indicative of at least one interactive element relating to the computer software. A sensing device in the form of optically sensing stylus containing identifying data indicative of an identity of the user. When the user writes with the stylus or uses it as a pointer, an operative end of the stylus is brought into contact with the user interface surface. So in both cases, in European patent office and Brazilian patent office, both they did not complain about presentation of information in this case. Both agree that we are talking about technical features and how to improve the interface with the user. In Brazil, this application was refused based in prior art, but the aspect of presentation of information is not questioned in both patent offices. Storage medium claims. According to EPO, a computer-implemented data structure or a computer-implemented data format embodied on a medium or as an electromagnetic carrier wave has technical character because the storage medium is a technical artifact and thus is an invention. INPI disagree. A claim of a memory or recording medium characterized by containing a computer program is not considered invention, for its content focus on Article 10. For example, the following claims are not accepted. Recording medium in a computer having a computer-readable data structure is not allowed. Recording medium readable by a computer characterized by a computer program is not allowed. If you have a claim characterized by physical media containing a mathematical financial method, this physical media is not considered as invention according to Article 10, since this method already fits in this item. Inventive steps. According to EPO, features which cannot be seen to make any contribution, either independently or in combination with other features, to the technical character of the invention are not relevant for assessing inventive steps. Such situation can occur, for instance, if a feature only contributes to the solution of a non-technical problem, for instance, a problem in a field excluded from patentability, where the claim refers to an aim to be achieved in a non-technical field. However, this aim may legitimately appear in the formulation of the problem, as part of the framework of the technical problem to be solved, in particular as constraints that has to be met. So according to EPO, the non-technical feature is not simply deleted from the claim. This non-technical feature can be used in the formulation of the problem, or that is, in the analysis of the claim. INPI disagree. A process which makes some of its steps that focus on Article 10 may be considered as an invention provided that such steps are removed and the remaining material has application in a technical field, producing technical effects. So if you have a method of encrypting banking data information in a financial method, all these financial aspects should be deleted from the claim. If the remaining of the claim that deals with encryption method is patentable in relation to prior art, okay, you can receive your patent only for such encryption method. Otherwise, when you delete such financial aspects of the claim does not make sense, so it's not allowed to grant a patent. Added subject matter. In EPO, the replacement or removal of a feature from a claim does not violate Article 123 if the skilled person would directly and unambiguously recognize that the feature was not explained as essential in the disclosure. The feature is not as such indispensable for the function. The replacement or removal requires no real modification of other features. If you have these three conditions, it's okay. You can accept these amendments. In an API, let's take an example. If you have a claim, device for automatic clutch control characterized by a reference generator responsive to sleep accelerating signal, a circuit for producing signal error, and a PAG regulator. If after the examination request you do an amendment in the claims and you claim a method for controlling automatic clutch characterized by steps of measuring motor speed, generating a speed leap reference signal, comparing the engine speed and input speed, clutch actuation control. You describe the method, but the method is not described in the original claim. This is not accepted. This is an amendment rejected, even though this method is described in the specification. But we understand that you changed the claimed object. Another example, first claim, original claim. System for controlling transmission changing gears, comprising automated mechanical throttle field, mechanical transmitting gear, shifting characterized in that comprising, means for detecting the effective gear ratio used for each starting operation, means for storing the gear ratio used during actual operation of each starting operation. If after the examination request you change your claims to method for controlling a transmission change gears, comprising automated mechanical throttle field, a mechanical transmission gear shifting characterized in that it comprises, instead of means for detecting the effective gear ratio, you use detecting the effective gear ratio. Instead of means for storing, you use storing the gear ratio. So these both claims we understand that is an exception of general rule that consider changes of category as a violation of provisions of Article 32. So we accept this amendment. When you change from a product characterized by means plus function to a claim to such method, you can see both claims as a mirror, very similar one claim from another one. We accept this changing. Thank you.